red flash flooding on some of those burn scars, which I would imagine we don't like. So I'll break it all down for you, and also how two hurricanes, that's right, two hurricanes are playing a big role in our weather this week. First things first, though, I'm going to step out of the way so you can take a look here at hazy, smoky Denver, and that scene, unfortunately, going to increase. We're going to get more and more smoke later on today. That is thanks to a northwesterly pull of smoke that's bringing in some of that wildfire smoke out in California and bringing it our way. And unfortunately, we're also starting to see a bit of that smoke from the Black Mountain fire up in Grand County. That's filtering its way down to places like Denver and eastern Colorado. So for today, we do have that smoky heat. That'll last for tomorrow and for most of us into Wednesday as well. Then the big change, I'll show you that in just a second. Increasing fire danger. That is going to probably increase for tomorrow and for your Wednesday with slightly higher winds as well as warmer temperatures and a drier air mass. And then, as I've been promising, those big changes later on this week. But you can kind of see that pull of smoke coming on in from California. So for Denver, the Front Range into the mountains, yeah, we are going to be talking about that smoke. That will continue as we continue to kind of increase. So you'll kind of gradually notice that smoke filtering its way more and more into the skies. We're going to have a very red tint to that sunset tonight and also for tomorrow morning. So unfortunately, you're going to probably want to limit that time outdoors. That smoke will kind of gradually filter its way down towards the surface. And that means that air quality will go down and down and down as we get later on through today and tonight. So again, try and get that walk in a little earlier in the day today as we will be looking at those decreasing air quality conditions later on today and tonight as well. Now, in terms of that forecast, any thunderstorms? Yeah, a couple, but you're going to have to go pretty far east into the far eastern plains here to find some of those showers and storms. So that would be kind of Prowers County, Lamar on north here into Kit Carson County. That's where you're going to see one or two storms develop. Where we do see a storm, though, could turn severe. That possibility for some large damaging hail as well as some damaging winds. Again, I would say 95%, if not more than that of us, will stay dry for your day today. And then we got those clear skies for tonight and tomorrow morning. And tomorrow we do see a few shower storms develop. I'll show you those in just a second. Far eastern plains, Colorado, especially the northeast corner, Holyoke on south here, maybe looking at that possibility for some damaging winds and some large hail. Most of us, again, will not see a storm, let alone any severe weather. So thunderstorms, not so much the concern today, but what is our big concern? It's those temperatures, and they're already rising. Look at that for us in Denver. Already 88 by noon, mountains 60s and 70s, and those temperatures only going to go up and up as we get later on through the afternoon and to your evening time frame. Low to mid 90s through much of eastern Colorado. The mountains 70s and 80s. That sounds pretty nice to me. All right, low temperatures for tonight. 61 degrees for us, so at least at night we get that reprieve from all that heat. We won't get a reprieve from that wildfire smoke, but again, at least it's going to be a little bit on the cooler side. Tomorrow, even hotter. I'm going to say this as well. This high temperature of 95 for your day tomorrow, I wouldn't be surprised if we overachieve this a little bit, and I'll show you why in just a second, but it actually has to do with a hurricane, fascinatingly enough. But 95 for tomorrow, we'll call it 95 for now, staying on the hot side, staying on the hazy and smoky side, and as we get through tomorrow, we mostly stay dry, but watch one or two of these shower storms, especially kind of west of the Continental Divide develop. So if you do have some hiking plans, some outdoors plans, and by the way, you're driving through I-70 there in Glenwood Canyon. Yeah, we could see one or two storms, unfortunately, lead to the possibility for flash flooding out there. There will be a greater chance for that later on this week, but a limited threat for your day tomorrow in terms of that possibility for flash flooding on I-70 at Glenwood Canyon. Meantime, the reason why today, tomorrow, and Wednesday will be so hot is you've got a difference between an area high pressure that's mostly over our skies out here into the southwest, and then the remnants of what was powerful Category 4 Hurricane Ida. That difference. Now, air flows from high to low pressure, and so when you've got really strong low pressure in one part of the country and got high pressure in another part of the country, that high is going to get stronger. And what that leads to for us here in Colorado means it gets just a tick warmer. Now, it's a pretty subtle influence, but we're probably a degree or two warmer than we would normally be today and tomorrow and Wednesday because of Ida. Now, later on this week, we're going to actually have a different hurricane, or the remnants of a different hurricane. Hurricane Nora's remnants will lift north. That will contribute to some monsoonal moisture and feed its way into western Colorado. So how about that? Not something you could say every week, that our weather this week is going to be partially, if not largely, as a result of two hurricanes. First, Ida, leading us to be a bit warmer than we would probably be normally today, tomorrow. It's hard to say exactly, but likely a degree or two warmer today because of Ida. And then later on this week, the remnants of a hurricane getting kind of swept up in that monsoonal moisture and leading to extra rain for us into western Colorado. So how about that? Yes, it will make our weather a bit more volatile than usual, but you can, you got a happy hour or something, you're talking to your friends, and you want to say, hey, that weather guy was telling me that, yeah, we're under the influence of two hurricanes in Colorado this week. Now, forecast highs for tomorrow, a lot of low to mid 90s, some upper 90s in our usual hotter spots. Baca County, Prowers County, looking a bit on the hotter side as usual. But again, most of us running, this is getting about 10 to maybe even 15 degrees above where we should be for the final day in the month of August. And for us in Denver, 95. Again, I would not be surprised just because of that influence from those hurricanes and that slightly stronger area high pressure. Wouldn't be surprised we overdo this by a degree or two tomorrow. So something to watch for. Our record for tomorrow is 98. I wouldn't be too surprised if we tie it. Probably going to be a stretch to break it. But anyways, that is going to be the story regardless, is that it's going to be really hot for tomorrow. Wednesday, Denver, eastern Colorado. We're still on the hot side. The mountains, we see some of that monsoonal moisture start to work its way in our direction. And then, whew, look at that drop. We're down to 80 by Thursday, 81 by Friday, 82 Saturday, and by Sunday, yeah, still talking about showers and storms. Thursday and Friday look particularly active for us in Denver, the Front Range. The mountains, especially in those burn scars, we're going to have to watch out for that, possibly for flash flooding in those areas we get later on through the week. Early next week, we start to dry back out again. And I should say the weekend looking a little drier than the end of the week for us in Denver and along the Front Range. So there's a detailed look at that Colorado forecast. We literally got a little bit of everything. The one thing we're missing is snow, but how about this? We're just a few days away from Denver's earliest recorded snow on record, which was on September the 3rd of 1961. Not calling for any snow, but just another factoid to have in mind. Have a great rest of your Monday. I'm meteorologist Chris Bianchi here in the 9 News Weather Center.